Howdy, howdy. Today I'm gonna show off my hunter build. I'm running a stasis, renewal grass with the tessellation combination. Find that running tessellation with dusk-field nades is actually really useful, especially when you have renewal grass, because you get the effects of renewal grass, obviously, but you also get a lot of grenades. Tessellation really helps with the cooldown, because I think it's actually pretty long. It's a minute and a half on base cooldown. So even with my stats the way they are, it takes a while for it to come back.
My forces report
Which
that
means you
Shadow
don't really get
Legion
as
units are
much
shifting
use
their
out
attention
of
to
renewal
the
grass
Cloud
as
Ark.
I would like.
That's likely why Neomuna's defense systems are reading
But
offline. But I bet those Vex punks are also poking too close to the city's internals.
Since tessellation lets you get your grenade like it's insanely fast. It's actually really good. I can kind of show you how effective it can go. And I could go through and show you all my different artifacts and all that, but I don't think it's entirely important. I'll show you a little bit of gameplay on how this functions at least. Anyways, I already have my grenade back almost. Oh, I'm gonna die here, maybe. And that's not it. That didn't take nearly as long. It's actually a really good strike to show it off too. There's pretty good ad density in this next section. But the way you want to pull this off is obviously you want to be running some form of stasis primary, as well as a stasis heavy. That way you can get all the benefits, all the buffs,
the Shadow Legion are forcing Taken
all
into
the
that
buffs
Vex
that you
pocket.
can get from your
similar
using
gateways as the Cloud Ark,
stasis a weapon
which
boost.
means they could infiltrate the
my,
network and gain
armor
access to
builders.
the Veil.
Taken are relentless, especially under the
So
Witness's
as soon as
control.
I get
We need to get in
some
there and
orbs
stop them.
out, all my weapons get buffed. No, it's not just like my special and my heavy. It's all of them. Oh, I'm scorched. I'm scorched. But you'll notice like the ability. Oh, also this is really good for like taking out like large boost bats. And I missed. As long as you don't miss. In which case, like, yeah, you're not gonna do anything with it, but I find that generally I'm pretty good at hitting, especially if like it's a boss. It's pretty good for chunking down. I'm running this same build through the last boss on a new dungeon. Did pretty well.
Vex portal is clear. Let's follow those taken and remove them from the system.
Hey, Guardian? I'm not sure just how much damage these taken can do, but hopefully we can beat them to the punch. The Cloud Arc is built on the energy field produced by the Veil. It's resilient, but not impenetrable.
And
A
I've
backdoor
been
wouldn't
using
be
the
impossible. Maybe getting
one
rid of
trait
whatever
that
is at the
gives you
center of this will also help our
little
Vex problem.
stasis shards and
Maybe.
kill frozen enemies that give you like melees, so I could get more ability from that. But I'm thinking that the better play would be the other one, which gives you your dodge slowdown, or it slows enemies near you when you dodge. So the way it's worded. Just because I feel like I get a little bit more use out of it. I can notice it as more active than the one I'm using currently. But that's not to say it's bad. Especially with, you know, dust wheel grenades.
There's got to be a way to destroy these blights. We can't let more of them form.
Keep in mind this is literally just like a regular strike. So I don't know how well this plays against champions, but I mean, you got plenty of shatter effects to spare. I can see it doing decent at the very least. Another good option is Vertiglass Bow. The Stasis Bow. I was using that along with the Hunter Arms that like gives you unlimited draw time or whatever it's called. I forget what they're called, but it's a pretty good build as well. Pretty good setup, but I like this a lot more. I'm a fan of SMGs, so I like to build them when I can. And this one in particular has really good range, so I think I like it a lot more than I would normally. Because I think the better play might be like, I don't know all the weapons, but maybe like some sort of stasis auto rifle. It might be a better play, especially for like champions. Not that I really have to deal with a lot of champions in my day-to-day play, since I mainly just do strikes. And that's really it. I like to do the dungeons and the raids, of course, but on the regular, I'm just in the strike playlist. Not even like the Nightfall playlist, because I don't want to be stuck with like one set strike. I like the variety of
The Taken haven't even been here very long, and they've still managed to take over this Vex pocket.
They're fitting allies for Callus, infesting any space they're found in. If we'd waited any longer, this would have been much worse.
Yeah. I don't even want to think about that.
That's one thing I'll do is I'll just throw down a little crystal and need a little bit more DR. You have to be a little bit more proactive with hunters, and that's something I'm starting to realize. Not to say that you can just kind of, you know, no-brain it through stuff like this with a warlock, but it definitely is a lot easier whenever you can just pop down a rift and start healing yourself. Not really have to worry about damage nearly as much. And especially like my Titan, it's like all void. Having that constant over shield makes you forget that, like, oh yeah. Where's this last freaking thing? There it is. And I really do like this strike. This one's pretty cool. Hypernet Current is definitely up there with one of my favorites. Along with like Devil's Lair. I love Devil's Lair. There's nothing you can do to make me not love Devil's Lair. And I guess now I don't remember what the new chick's name is, but the witch that replaced Omnigul. Omnigul was my favorite strike back in D1 as well.
This is the access
So I guess
point.
that makes sense.
Let's
that
get
I
rid of
still,
that Taken before it opens a
still like
path
it.
into the Cloud Arc.
It's starting to dawn on me that like all my favorite strikes are old as fuck. What can you do? I still don't really understand what nimble arsenal is, but it's a thing that keeps popping up, so maybe I'll figure that out soon. Having this with target lock, oh my god, it's so nice. This actually plays pretty well in like 6v6 PvP as well. But keep in mind, if you want to do exactly like this, you'll have to do some in-game stuff. This machine gun. Oh, it's so good. I've loved this machine gun since it came out in D1 as well. Willem's Terminus, I think, or something like that. The name of these weapons always kind of throws me off. But one day I'll be able to tell you what they use besides like Shire's Wrath and just like all the infamous weapons that like everybody knows. Oh. Now might be a good time to show off. Not as good as it could be, but it's alright. Decent little chunk damage. Oh, there's all my heavy. But like literally I'm just sitting here and I'm like, oh yeah, I don't have grenade. Just pull a little fusion out, get a couple kills, bada bing, bada boom, and I've got what I want. Like 120k, not bad. So like I was saying earlier, you'll have to try it out for yourself. But the ad clear potential is definitely there. Which, I mean, it's obviously not fighting with stuff like necrotic grips with osteo. But it's a nice little change of pace from what I'm used to.
And we're back in business. Defenses are back up and taken or cleared out.
Isn't that like a mobile game? From the people that made Pokemon Go before they made Pokemon Go, they had like some other game not called Ingress. But yeah, hope you liked the little showcase. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe. Yeah, goodbye.